A restatement of commitment to ASEAN centrality as Malaysia's Prime Minister concludes 3 days of talks in Kuala Lumpur. On the ASEAN anthem, followed by delineation of Malaysia's accomplishments as chair. Anwar Ibrahim says that includes showing that it's possible to engage and build friendships with all parties, adding that success cannot be measured in just deals alone, but also in discipline and patience and in being able to maintain a consistent position.
We also take quiet satisfaction in seeing conversations unfold among partners and powers beyond these walls. We revived dialogues, built new bridges, and proved that ASEAN's machinery, when guided by patience and reason, still works.
More than 30 world leaders at a summit that also saw attendance by the US president. And Timor-Leste joining as the 11th member of the regional bloc. Malaysia playing a crucial role in brokering an expanded ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia. Prime Minister Anwar also taking the opportunity to highlight the importance of growth and trade in maintaining peace and stability.
Focusing on the economic fundamentals. And in terms of investment, trade, and economic growth, it is one of the fastest growing economy in the world. That's why the whole world is looking at us. That's why the whole world, representing the whole continent, is here. Because of it is peaceful, it has enormous potential to propel economic growth.
More CNA's senior correspondent Melissa Goh joins us live from Kuala Lumpur. Melissa, Malaysia's Prime Minister there capping 3 days of talks, underscoring how ASEAN is able to stay neutral in every exchange. How has ASEAN managed to show this in this 1 year under the chairmanship of PM Anwar Ibrahim?
Well, it is a delicate balancing act, which many analysts say Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim perfected it, because he took over ASEAN chairmanship at a time where the world is gripped by geo-economic uncertainties, from sweeping US tariffs to border conflicts between Cambodia and Thailand, and Myanmar still mired in military conflicts. And the junta government is bent on having its own election by year-end. Now, it's described as almost a perfect storm. Now, economies are slowing while prices are soaring. ASEAN's 680 million population is at stake. Now, Prime Minister Anwar quickly galvanized the region to speed up economic integration while forging new trade pacts and alliances from BRICS, Brazil, South Africa to EU, and all the presidents are here and attended the ASEAN Summit. Even US President Donald Trump showed up to preside over the signing of the peace deal and inked 4 trade agreements with Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia and Vietnam, lending some form of certainty to at least to businesses to showcase ASEAN centrality. Now, Chinese Premier Li Qiang arrived later to sign the upgraded ASEAN-China Free Trade Agreement to boost trade investment in digital and green economy. Now, Mr. Anwar has travelled far and wide this year as ASEAN chair, and he's exhausted, but satisfied, he said, and above all, he felt relieved. Let's take a listen to what he said at the closing ceremony.
We recognize that no chairmanship, not even a generation, can right every wrong. Some crises will persist. Some lives remain shadowed by fear and want. Yet history seldom leaps.
And history bends slowly. Mr. Anwar, as ASEAN chair, has used every diplomatic means to steer ASEAN in the right direction through the choppy waters. Now, indeed, ASEAN has come a long way. Its future remains daunting. To keep ASEAN safe and neutral, now the responsibility now falls on Philippines as President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. takes over the chairmanship in year 2026.
Melissa, of course, the Philippines taking over that chairmanship from Malaysia. PM Anwar forestalling perhaps any criticism of what might not have been done in this 1 year, saying that no chairmanship can right every wrong. What's left for the Philippines to do that Malaysia was unable to fix in this very short year?
Now, by and large, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said that Malaysia has achieved quite a lot as ASEAN chair to bring peace, stability to the region, to stay neutral and expand the economic alliances amid the superpower rivalries. But rare earths is a potential contentious issue because both China and US, they want it. Malaysia has a huge deposit of rare earths, estimated at 16 million tons. That's worth almost $200 billion. Now, President Xi has offered to help Malaysia build its processing facility here and develop both upstream and downstream activities, while President Trump also wants Malaysia to partner US companies to develop rare earth industry and promised that Malaysia will not restrict export of magnets to the US. So it's a tricky situation here. Now, other prickly issues that still yet to be concluded is the code of conduct in the South China Sea with China. Now, the task now falls on the shoulders of the Philippines, which is steadfast so far in keeping the waters free and open. Now, let's hear from both Prime Minister Anwar and President Marcos.
With Malaysia, at least our maritime borders, will never allow the presence of any military force, foreign military force, they will be deemed to be provocative against the rest, because it is inconsistent with our policy of centrality.
ASEAN is our ship, and 2026 will be the year when we set full sail together towards our shared horizon, guided by the theme, navigating our future together.
For Malaysia, the task is not over. Still 2 months to go. There's this ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting coming right up, where Chinese Defence Chief Admiral Dong Jun and US Secretary of War Peter Hegseth are expected to attend. So our work is not done, Wei Su.
Oh, your work certainly is not done there on ASEAN. CNA's senior correspondent Melissa Go reporting live there from Kuala Lumpur.